Good evening and welcome in to the North Rink here at the rinks in Hauppauge. It's time once again for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the LI Sports Network. We get things started on the North Rink with a developmental matchup between the Longwood Lions and the Sachem Braves. Joined alongside Kevin Broderick, I'm Brady Campbell. And Kevin, this is a Sachem team that has been rolling from start to almost finish so far. They're 14-0, sitting in first place. Longwood in sixth place, just 3-11-1, but not a terrible spot for the Lions. But it's going to take a lot to beat a team like Sachem, who has just looked unbeatable so far.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't had the pleasure of watching this Sachem developmental team all too much. But, I think the record speaks for itself. They have some high caliber talent. And listen, we're doing the varsity playoffs following these games, and I have a feeling that a lot of the players that are on the ice right now are going to be important players for Sachem a couple of years down the line. If not, who knows, maybe even next year. And, because of that, that's why Sachem is always one of the top teams here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. For Longwood, what I always like to say for these developmental matchups is you have such a long career ahead of you in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League that getting to play good teams is such a good opportunity to sharpen your skills.
It absolutely is, and of course, Longwood doesn't have a varsity team currently, so a lot of these players, one way or another, I'm sure will make their way up to some varsity level, but still a long ways to go to get there. And as you said, Sachem, led by Mason Lovergene and Jackson Zub, or I should say 36 points and 40 points respectively. Lovergene leading the team with 25 goals. That's been the dynamic duo so far. They are 9 points ahead of West Islip for first place, so they, from pretty much the drop of the puck on the season, have run away with the developmental division. And it doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon. But can Longwood pull off the upset? They were close a few months back. We'll step aside for the anthem when we come back. Starting goalies and puck drop here on LISN.
Does the camera not look off? I'm here, looks like I'm shooting on NHL like 94 Atari looking thing. Oh, it's just this is the monitor. Okay.
Back here on the LI Sports Network, national anthem check. And we're just about set for puck drop between Longwood and Sachem. Sachem will be in the home whites tonight, looking to keep their perfect season going against a Longwood team that is 3-11-1. These two teams have faced twice, though. Back in December, it was only a 1-0 game. And Sachem was, of course, able to come away with the victory. The little goal in that one coming from Beltran. As we look at the starting goalies. And it looks like for Sachem it will be Santino Amarana. He started 9 games, 3.44 goals against. He's a perfect 9-0. He'll go up against number 31, Colton Skanga. Started 7, appeared in 9. He's 1-3, 1-0 on the season. His team, the Longwood Lions, in the road green. Going right to left, Sachem left to right. As the puck is down, we are underway with Kevin Broderick on Brady Campbell. Here on the North Rink in this developmental matchup. And look out, Beltram, a quick steal, trying to angle it towards the goal, and could not. They'll come to get it in the corner. Gabe Takuri running the camera for us right now tonight. Here's Fussa, shot blocked off to the slot. Taken back by the Lions, unable to clear. Jesse Atkins has some room. Lets one go, glove saved by Skanga, and he'll hold on just 32 seconds in.
Now, one thing I do know about this matchup, Brady, is that Skanga is a hard goalie to beat. And obviously, when you are a team that's struggling, having a hot goaltender is something that's so important.
It certainly is. They're going to need him to be on his A game tonight. And a pretty good look there from the high slot. Atkins was able to walk in and a sharp glove save. Hoping he can ease himself into this hockey game. It's going to be a tough task against this team. Jackson Zub will take the faceoff. 21 goals, 19 assists. He leads Sachem in assists and points this year, 40 points. Look out, though, a turnover at the blue line, and here comes Longwood. This is Max Corderaro. Gains the zone, got bumped off the puck, followed up for a moment. Still available, and now Beltram comes to get it. Clark Beltram lost it. Now it's Finnemore. Beltram to his left. Finnemore knocked off the puck, flips it to the side of the goal. Beltram spins it in front. Zub on the backhand. Zub, a backhand try. Glove save, Skanga. And he holds on. 13:54 left in period number 1. Sachem starting to tilt the ice a little bit here. Pretty good chance there on the backhand. Those shots could always be tough to read for the goaltenders, but Skanga doing a good job. Cam Collins, the captain of Sachem, in to take the face-off. It comes free to the half wall. Kylie Russo trying the center, but it's intercepted by Longwood. Dangerously played in front of their own net, but cleared out. Back on it goes Andrew McCarthy. And back out to center. Back in comes Longwood. This is Aiden Byrne. Puts it into the corner, heads after it. Up the boards it comes. Russo banks it out. Waiting for it there is Michael Scarangella. Puts it back in, but from the wrong side of the red line. And this will be an icing. Just about 2 minutes gone here in period number 1. Big night here at the rinks. Freshman game going on in the South Rink. Battle of the Smithtown Hauppauge teams over there. We got the developmental matchup getting us started, and then our varsity quarterfinals begin tonight. 2 games on each rink coming up after this. A steal and a potential breakaway. This is Vincenzo Tatena, but closing on him to take the puck away was Patrick Rodriguez. Huge look there, potential breakaway for Tatena, but now it's Rodriguez looking to take it himself up the ice. He got stymied at the blue line, though, and it comes back to McCarthy. He locks up with Tatena. Now a backhand pass ahead, and that one unable to be handled cleanly by Veraldi. Rodriguez back on it. To the line, it's Allen. Looking for Veraldi, intercepted by Rodriguez, and he'll clear the zone. And back on it here is Riley Orme. Banked down the ice, and this is another icing against Longwood. Guilty party, Thomas Allen. Lions make a line change here, which you're able to do in the SCHSHL, even after an icing. Of course, we mentioned the last time these two teams met back on December the 1st, a 1-0 win for Sachem, but the previous meeting back on October 6th was a 10-4 win for Sachem. So it looks like Longwood starting to settle into this matchup a little bit, but they're guilty of another icing here off the defensive zone faceoff. And the draw will come back down near Skanga. Just about 3 minutes gone here in period number 1. A lot of whistles here so far, a bit of a choppy start. And Eddie Brace in to take the faceoff. And it came to the half wall, and Brent Cohen tied up with him. A shot from the point, knocked down, rebound try. Got blocked off to the corner. Weir will clear. And now it's Liam Bessendorfer. Fires it on to Bustamante. His dump-in attempt got blocked and cleared back out by Corderaro. Flip back down the ice. Here's Cohen. Has a bit of room to operate. He's going to pick up speed here through the neutral zone. Flips it on towards Corderaro, unable to settle it down. That's Julian Corderaro. And it's Bessendorfer. Out towards the line, held in, swung down to the circle. Cohen couldn't handle. Corderaro centers, and a good defensive stick by Bessendorfer. This is Weir, fumbled it at the line, and potential numbers here for Sachem. Heading the other way, Iani had it knocked off his stick. Cohen will take it, and the Lions start back. Right to left on your screen. Cohen takes it wide on Bessendorfer. Flips it off the outside of the net. Takes a tumble into the boards. Comes around towards the half wall. Now out towards the line. Stepping up is Orme to hold it in. Now it's Max Corderaro. Tried to center towards the front. Now it gets there, but it's eventually played away. And Bustamante will take it. He'll clear it down. This could be an icing as it was unable to be settled by Scarangelo, but they ruled he couldn't reach it. And now it's the Braves guilty. And the faceoff coming down towards Amarada, who hasn't technically been tested yet. A few centering passes, but nothing on goal yet for the Lions. Grant Stidham comes back to the line. Shot blocked by Jackson Zub, and Zub will get on it. Picking up steam down the far wall. Now tries to cut towards the middle. Zub in the slot. Shot saved. Skanga, no, it's in. It snuck through him. Jackson Zub, his 22nd goal of the season, and Sachem strikes first. My apologies. It looked like Skanga had it for a moment. It snuck under his arm, though. And Zub, 22 goals now on the year, 41 points. What a season he's had. He's now just 3 goals behind his teammate Mason Lovergene, who we haven't seen yet tonight. That would lead me to believe he's not here. Here's Beltram back in. Trying to add on here for Sachem. Off the outside of the net. There was a little bit of daylight. He gets on it again. Comes back out to Atkins. Flips one towards the net, just wide. Beltram on the rebound. Turning with it. Sanders out in front. Look out. Shot. Didn't make it through. Another try blocked down in front. Getting in front of the shot was Scarangella. Comes around. Atkins races over to hold it in. Orme will bank it down the ice. Does it have enough for an icing? It does. Just the perfect amount of touch there on that. Dumped down the ice, it appeared, but instead it kept going. Another face-off here in the Longwood zone. The Sachem trying to up their lead. The goal from Zub unassisted. So he was able to steal that puck away at the blue line and did it himself. Looking to clear here, Aiden McLaughlin. Now his team has a bit more time, and they'll get it out. Rodriguez from his own blue line, under pressure. goes down. Up the boards it goes. And down the ice, getting back on it here will be Allen. Banks are looking for McLaughlin. Collins stepped up, overplayed it though. And back out comes Longwood. Down the ice, and it gets by Kylie Russo. And here's Allen again. Towards McLaughlin. He jams it up the boards. And the potential on-man rush. Here comes Longwood. Pass across. Down the wing. Under pressure from, oh, wouldn't you know it, Mason Lovergene, number 24. Was able to knock down Caden Sabarzo. Allen comes out to him, left point, has some time, shoots it wide. Big bounce off the end boards and off the outside of the net. It was wide open for McLaughlin. Just didn't have the angle. We do have a penalty upcoming. What a glorious chance here for McLaughlin. Just off the outside of the net. It is an interference call. And it is against McCarthy of Sachem. So to the power play go the Lions. Andrew McCarthy off for interference. .8:26 left, period number 1. Veraldi will take the face off here. He's got Allen lined up behind him. Beltram off the bench. Zub will take the face off for Sachem though. And it's one back towards the line. Stepping up, just getting it towards the goal. Kicked away by Amarano. The rebound swept right back through the slot by McLaughlin. No one home on the other side. And here's Beltram. 2-on-1 with Zub. Beltram plays it over towards Zub. Loads up a shot. It's blocked by Allen. Zub back on it. Out to Ryan. His shot didn't make it through. So both teams with some good looks here in the opening 15 seconds of the power play. With time, Allen. Dangerous pass, though. Ryan got in the way, went to load up a shot. It was blocked down by Spolina. Now a try under the pad of Skanga. There was a little bit of daylight 5-hole. He was just able to get his right pad down and pin it to the ice to keep his team within 1. Sachem starting to pressure here shorthanded. Something that they do so well. We'll get an offensive zone faceoff out of it. Cam Collins. And Lovergene just chops at it, knocks it over the net right off the draw. Now it's Scarangella. Halfway through this Longwood power play. They had a good look in the opening seconds, but since then it's been all Sachem. As Lovergene got to the puck, now it's Scarangella. Flips it around. Weir gets to it. Hopped past him, though, and Collins keeps it moving. Lovergene tries to center. Intercepted by Cohen. Under pressure from Collins. Kept it deep for a moment. Now a pass hops off the stick of Max Corderaro. No icing here, and they'll be the first one in with Atkins. But Atkins, with the inside position there, takes the puck. Wheels around his own net. And now working 1-on-3. Gets one on goal. Glove save Skanga. He will freeze it. Or will he? No, he won't. And look out. It ends up in the net. Oh, a tough break for Longwood. Specifically Skanga. He wants to freeze this puck down. Looks like the refs wanted him to play it. He and his teammates trying to move it quickly. And Lovergene just chops it off the stick there of Scarangella and into the net. As Skanga wasn't quite ready for that. It is a short-handed goal. And Lovergene's got his team leading 26 of the season. And here's Atkins down the slot. Lets one go. Skanga reaches back and sneaks through. Atkins right back into the zone. Finds the back of the net. It's 3-0 Sachem. Looked like another one Skenga kind of had, but sensed it may have been loose, reached back, and it slid past his glove and into the net. All 3 goals for Sachem unassisted. They're out to the 3-0 lead here, a little over 6 minutes left in period 1. Here's McCarthy. D to D for Rodriguez. And now Allen on it. Thanks to the head, Schwab. 3-on-2 possibly developing, but Rodriguez stepped up at the line, and now he's in 1-on-2. Cuts back, shoots. Skenga has this one and gets the whistle. 5:42 left here in period number 1. All Sachem so far. They have the 3-0 lead over Longwood. Face off here deep in the Lions' end, and it banks out, and here come the Lions. Errant pass that time though from Veraldi, and Sabarzo can then flag down that takeaway. Eventually the puck comes to him on the pass from Allen. He moves it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin came oh so close to, at the time, would have been the game-tying goal just before his team went to the power play that ended up being -1 on that. McLaughlin intercepts the pass. 5 minutes left here in the first period. Ayani banks it deeper. Allen back on it. Just fires it up the wall. Did it come out? It did. This is offside against Sachem as Bessendorfer just half a stride too late there. Both teams making wholesale changes. So it looks like we got some of the Connetquot Sayville Thunderbirds varsity members arriving here as they will look to pull off the upset against St. Anthony's coming up next, the 2 seed against the 7 seed in the varsity playoffs. This is Beltran. Ahead for Zub. Zub takes it wide. Zub centers it, a couple whacks, and then it's fired wide by Beltran. Zub on it. Has a Finnemore open in the slot, couldn't get it to him. Now he's checked to the boards. And a chance to clear here for Longwood. It looks like it's going to be icing though, as Cordoraro just fired it down. .419 left in period number 1. Sachem with the 3-0 lead. Zubin to take the offensive zone faceoff to the left of Colton Skenga. And he wins it back. Fussa, look out. Fumbled it at the line, and here comes Cordoraro. Has a teammate to his right. Closed off, though, by Atkins when he got to the blue line. Great play there by Jesse Atkins. One of the better defensemen at the developmental levels. This one ends up out of play. He could do it at the full 200 feet. Looks like everyone's okay on the Sachem bench after the puck went in there, and the faceoff will be just outside of the Longwood zone. So Longwood team, an 8-5 loss that they're coming off of against KPC. Weir had 2 goals and an assist in that one in the losing effort back on January the 28th. McCarthy behind his own goal. Sachem back on the 21st. Their last game, 5-3 over West Islip. West Islip with a chance to get a little closer in the standings, and instead the Braves created more separation. They're now 9 points ahead of the next closest team, which is West Islip. Lovergene, 2 goals and an assist in that game. Zub, 3 goals. Scarangella, 3.5 left in the period. Just fire it down the ice, and looks like they'll rule in icing. Got by McCarthy. Collins got tied up off the draw by Stitham. Russo in to help along the boards. Now it's Orme. Couldn't get it past Collins. Orme and Collins lock up. Lovergene in to help. It comes to Russo. Russo centering pass. Intercepted to the line. Longwood trying to skate ahead with numbers. And eventually finding it here is Adam Keller-Schwab, but he gave it away at the blue line, and here's McCarthy back in. McCarthy to the slot, now to the circle, blocked by Orme. Centering pass, arrives at the side of the net, now in the crease, a couple whacks at it from Collins. Skanga held his post. Now it comes out to Rodriguez, right point. Lets one fly, redirected down. Comes right through the other side of the slot. Now Collins sending pass, ended up on the stick of Russo. Couldn't get the shot away, then she got upended, and a penalty upcoming here against Longwood. McCarthy gets run into at the line, and then McCarthy takes exception. It was Byrne that ran him over, and then as he got up, he hit Stitham. And there's at least one penalty against Longwood. McCarthy, though, looks like he may be going as well, and indeed he is. It's roughing against McCarthy. It looks like tripping against Orme. Looks like we might have 4-on-4 upcoming here. For 2 minutes, with just over 2 minutes left in the first period. Looks like some confusion there on the Longwood bench about the penalty, but all sorted now. 4 aside. Or is it? Sachem's got 5 out there right now. No, it looks like we'll stay 5 aside as Longwood brings one more out onto the ice. Now it's Brace. Gave it away. McLaughlin. Power his way in, but it got knocked off his stick. And Veraldi resets. Throws it in. And back on it goes Liam Ryan. Ryan wraps it around. And all the way out. Allen will head back on it here as we approach 100 seconds left in the period. Thomas Allen flips it out of the reach of Sabarzo. Now it's Ryan under pressure from Sabarzo. Forced him into a dangerous pass. Veraldi able to hold the zone. Flips it towards the slot. Knocked down. Sabarzo with the steal. Lets one go. Just missed that far post. Allen holds it in. His shot blocked down by his own teammate in Veraldi, who then let one go from the circle. It's stopped and held by Amarada. One of the better looks tonight for Longwood. Face-off will be to the right of Amarada here. And it's now Zub skating it out. Jackson Zub takes it wide. Zub scores! What a shot by Jackson Zub. Second goal of the game, and one for the highlight reel makes it 4-0 Braves. Looks like he just takes it coast to coast here. Not much of an angle, not much of a problem. So just roosts that one right under the bar with 1:03 left. Now it's Fossa. Ahead to Atkins. Atkins, potential numbers here. He takes it wide. Doors one on goal. Kicked out by Skanga. Tries to flip it back towards the front. Veraldi. Oh, he had a teammate ahead. Tried to throw it up for Sabarzo. Sabarzo will catch up to it. Hammers one just wide. Can Longwood try and get on the board here to turn the tide? This is Beltram in the slot. Lets one go. He just missed. Now a centering pass. Hit off the outside of the net. Longwood looks to clear. Fussa steps up. Fussa cleared out. Sabarzo, 10 seconds left. McLaughlin trying to join him. Sabarzo couldn't get through Atkins. It comes around for McLaughlin. One last try. 2 seconds and one. Weird shot blocked. And Sachem will take it to the horn. 2 goals for Jackson Zub, and it adds up to a 4-0 lead for Sachem. A goal from Lovergene as well. And Atkins got one, and Sachem continuing to roll here. We still got 30 minutes left. We'll step aside for the intermission. When we come back, period number 2 here on LISN.
I hope this is far enough away, Kevin. No, the feedback that's still in place. We can hear breathing through his headset and
Back for period number 2 on the LI Sports Network. 4-0 lead for Sachem over Longwood here in this developmental matchup. Brady Campbell joined by Kevin Broderick and now Paul Trentini on the cam here on the North Rink. And it was all Sachem there in that first period, led by 2 goals from number 76, Jackson Zub. Up the boards, held in here by Sachem as Cam Collins will get on it. Takes it down low, sweeps it behind the net. Allen reaching for it. Collins jams it off the apron, comes back to him. A couple whacks there from Lovergene. Skanga, though, will hold his post and get the whistle.
It's unfortunate right now Longwood find themselves down 4-0, Brady. I remember, just a couple minutes into that first period, Longwood on the power play, knocking on the door of that game-tying goal, then a couple unlucky bounces. They got to just recuperate here in the second period. Still plenty of hockey left in front of them.
Yep, plenty of time, and as you said, they had their chances. Of course, that one there just before they won the power play that McLaughlin might be seeing in his nightmares later on tonight, and they went -1 on the power play, a shorthanded goal from Lovergene, and since then Sachem has kind of been able to take more control of the hockey game, but we'll see here if the second period can be a new start for Longwood. A good play that time by Corderaro to take the puck momentarily, then he got tied up. Russo finds it, and we have a penalty against someone. There is a Sachem player down on the ice, and that's Collins.
It'd be unfortunate if Longwood going to go back to the PK.
Looks like that's going to be the case.
You just continue to pour it on. Again, a 4-goal deficit that we've seen comebacks like that before, but when you start getting up to 5 and 6, it just feels increasingly unlikely.
It's going to be Corderaro to sit. And Once again, as you said, still a long ways to go, but it almost does feel like a must-kill, really, for this Longwood team to keep themselves within some sort of striking distance. It starts off with a clear, and Bessendorfer will get back on it. Tie up, and it's just cleared ahead here by Sachem, and Cohen with a little bit of time to work some of that penalty clock, takes a look at the clock, just plays it ahead. Now Iani gets past Bustamante. Brace back in, takes it wide, plays it off the end boards, pops out right towards the front. He's going to get a look, and another, and neither would go. Bessendorfer knocked off his stick by Corderaro and back out. Delayed offside against Sachem. Not sure Bustamante realized that until just now, and that allows Allen to bring it in. Plays it ahead. Allen gets back on it. Behind the net looking for some help, but short in manpower. And it's taken here by Nicholas Iani. Allen cleared ahead. 45 seconds left on the penalty. Bessendorfer back in for Sachem, but it looks like offside. Right as he went to let that shot go, and faceoff will stay outside the zone.
Yeah, almost through this entire penalty are Longwood. Again, talking about the difference of a 4 and a 5 goal game, Brady. You just get through these next 41 seconds, you can get back onto the attack. If you find a quick one here in the second, you're going to get some momentum back.
We've seen that so many times. Sometimes all it takes is one. And this Sachem team, even if you do get one, of course, with them, you got a long ways to go, but we'll see if Longwood could get one. Instead, it's Zub coming in with a potential look. It was taken off his stick and cleared down the ice. Atkins under pressure here from Sabarzo. Took the puck as a teammate in front, and that pass just out of the reach of, I can't quite see who that is. Is that number 26? It looks like it is Lucas Veraldi. Two Sachem players collide behind the play. They're back to their feet as Beltram. Standing shot by Skenga, and look out, that shot nearly backed him into his own net, but he's able to keep it out just as the penalty expired. 11:43 left here in the second. Still a 4-0 lead for Sachem. McLaughlin will be the 5th man out on the ice here for Longwood. But it comes to McCarthy as McLaughlin fell down. McCarthy shot wide. Comes around to Sabarzo. McCarthy holds it in. His shot off a stick, bouncing around in front. Finnemore with the stick lift. Sabarzo, though, stays with it, and he'll clear it back out. Rodriguez chopping at it. Beltram. McLaughlin brought it in, lost it at the half wall. Veraldi steps up, couldn't get it past Zub, though. And here's Jackson Zub. Into the attacking zone on the cutback, holds, flips it right through the crease. Oh, Beltram, what a redirection, but it went wide. Finnemore on goal. Say made a couple rebound tries, and eventually Skanga pounces on it. As Sachem coming back with more pressure. 10:52 left here in the second. Just when it looks like Longwood might try to generate something up the ice, Sachem comes back with a few more dangerous chances. They just looked poised to continue this incredible run they've been on all season. They've had some challenges. 6 of their 14 wins have come by 1 goal. They've had a few 2-goal games as well. So it's not like they've been blowing every single team out of the water, of course, but they have been legit from the get-go. Stitham trying to get it on goal. It angles wide. Collins around, holding it, Allen. Stitham poked it towards the slot. And now it's Liam Ryan. Ryan, oh, look at that. Help. Playing it with the mask there is Skanga. As Ryan just kind of flipped it towards the net. The turnover, Collins denied, and then he scores on the rebound. Captain Cam Collins makes it 5-0 Braves. And just a steal here, and Collins in all alone. A great first save. But that rebound is able to roof it over Skanga, who despite the scores made some big saves. Couldn't quite get that rebound there. And the lead grows to 5, and we're approaching the halfway point of the hockey game, and you feel like Longwood's going to have to start to turn the momentum around a bit here soon if they want a chance to come back in this hockey game. Stidham reaching for it, but it's poked out by Brace. Eddie Brace racing after it. It was the first one there, but his stick got tied up. It looks like this is offside. Brace, the only player on this Sachem team that wears single digits, number 2. The next closest number is Mason Lovergene wearing number 24. Just a little fun fact. Assuming the players get to pick their numbers. Here's Atkins. Number 75 takes it wide, got bumped by Spolina, wears number 99. That's a pretty good number to wear in this sport. Here's Fussa. Just past Spolina, delayed offside here against Sachem. Clears it ahead, Atkins reaching for it. High off the glass, Scarangella knocks it down. From just shy of the red line, puts it in, pretty nice touch. And it bounces right past Fussa. Here's Atkins, trying to pull away up the ice. Atkins, great stick that time by Max Corderaro. And this is going to be icing against Sachem. Fussa from the blue line. Sent it down the ice. We'll see if Longwood could generate anything here off this offensive zone faceoff. So they'll send Jackson Zub with Finnemore and Beltram back out. Tie up there at the dot. Eventually it kicks free towards the slot. Finnemore finds it and is able to work it out. Now Beltram trying to pull away for a breakaway. He will. Clark Beltram denied by Skanga, who went for the poke check. Couldn't quite get it, but held his positioning and comes up with a big save there. Doing all he can to keep his team in it. It looked like a 2-on-1, and then a couple players, one from each side, wiped out. That'll allow Beltram in alone. Skanga comes up with the stop. Now it's McCarthy. Along the ice there through traffic, just missed. Flipped right towards the slot, bounces out McCarthy. Oh, look out there. Wiping out was Rodriguez. That allows the puck to come out, and McLaughlin was the first one on it. Gave the puck away, though, to Atkins, or McCarthy, rather. Now it's Zub. Beltram takes it wide, cuts back, centers, intercepted by Veraldi. Zub, though, on the forecheck, took it away. Down for Beltram. This line just pins you in your zone for so long and either scores or does that. A penalty upcoming, slashing the call here as Beltram had a stick taken right out of his hands. Looks like it's Scarangella that's going to go. Sachem team here trying to get it done as we're just 2 seconds past the halfway point of regulation time. Scarangella not too happy with the call, it appears. See if some of these guys stick around. Their varsity team is going to be in action later on tonight on the South Rink against Kings Park Comac as the 3 seed against the 6 seed. I'm sure we'll see a lot of these players on that team in just a few short years. Fussa shot knocked down by Sabarzo. It angles out. Fussa gets to it. Sabarzo got tied up. He drew a penalty. And now looking back door. Getting tied up though on the play was Veraldi. Sachem gets the touch. And we'll go to 4-on-4 here for 1:33. Hooking the call. The question is which Sachem player is going to go. It looks like it's Liam Ryan. A little bit more ice here to operate with. We'll see if Longwood could take advantage. Trying to get back into the hockey game. They have the offensive zone face-off. Lovergene off, Russo on. Joining Atkins, Beltram, and Collins. Veraldi, Sabarzo, Allen, and Orme out there. For Longwood. Collins with a nice tie-up off the draw. Came to the slot though. Sabarzo checked by Russo as he went to shoot. And now Kylie Russo to the red line ahead. And she got taken down. Another penalty upcoming here on Longwood. Collins goes down as well. And it looks like we have a roughing call, I believe, upcoming here against the Lions. It's going to be against Sabarzo. So 1:15 here of 4-on-3 hockey in favor of the Braves, and a chance when all is said and done to virtually put this game out of reach if they could pot a couple more. So face-off win, at least for the moment, for Longwood, but Collins not giving up on the play. He's able to work it behind. Allen off a skate. Atkins holds it in. Atkins moving towards the middle of the ice. On the backhand, sending it. Collins trying to get a backhand shot away. Skanga closed off the angle and flipped wide. Lovergene out high. Atkins. D-to-D Fussa popped off his stick. Hustles in after Collins, the redirection. He was all alone. Kicked away by Skanga. Still available and just out of the reach of Atkins and down the ice. 6 minutes left here in period number 2. As Atkins out of play. Looks like it caught the top of the glass. No delay of game here, though, in the Suffolk League anyways. But the faceoff will stay in the Sachem zone. Cohen to take the draw. 31 seconds left before we go back to 4-on-4 ever so briefly. Is Scarangella getting set to return. It's Rodriguez. Picks up speed, has some room here over the blue line. Just throw it wide. Allen gets to it. Thomas Allen is going to fire it ahead. Looking for Corderaro. Sends it the rest of the way down. We're at 4 aside here for another half minute before Liam Ryan will return and make it a brief 5-on-4 power play for Sachem. McCarthy back in. McCarthy spins it behind. Ryan gets to it. Ryan checked into the boards by Brace. McCarthy blocked down. It comes across and unable to get a shot away that time. As Ayani. Now it's a 5-on-4 here for 10 more seconds. Cohen hustling after it, pokes it behind. Rodriguez gave it away to Cohen. Cohen Spins it towards the front. Played down by Amarada. We're back to 5 aside. So 3 penalties between the two teams. No goals during that sequence. 4.5 left here in the second. Here's Corderaro. Trying to cut back on Ayani. Could not. It pops out towards the circle. McCarthy knocks down Corderaro. And is able to deke past him for a moment. Corderaro knocked it off his stick and on goal. Now it comes to the half wall, thrown across the ice. Ryan getting to it. Corderaro down low, one-timer from the rock star zone was stopped and held by Amarada. One of the better shifts tonight for the Longwood Lions, but Amarada holding strong between the pipes keeps his team in front by 5. And a one-timer off the draw, sticked away by Amarada. Comes ahead here, Zub. Zub with numbers, but that's outside against Sachem. As Finnemore just a step ahead of the play. 3:46 left here in the second. Face-off won by Longwood. Stretch pass towards Julian Corderaro. Hopped his stick. And down the ice, Finnemore reaching for it. Now it's Scarangella. Back on it. Banks it out. This is Cohen. Towards Corderaro. It got by him. And now it's Finnemore up the ice. Drops it off. Holds the line. Beltram wrister gloved and held by Skanga. And so freeze this one. .3:15 left here in the second. Face off to the left of Skanga. Zub with the win back to Ryan. Holds across Bessendorfer. Flips it down to the corner. Beltram trying the center. Ends up with Zub. Zub backhand pass towards the net. Blocked off and back out. And Ryan back on it. He'll bank it down the ice. This is icing against Sachem. Just under 3 minutes left in period 1. Face-off win back to Fussa. Fussa up towards Russo. Centering pass blocked off. That could have been a look there from the slot. Unable to find it, though. Was one of the Longwood players. It looks like it was Grant Stivum. Comes around. Russo will let it go to Fussa. Fussa shot. Got through, but wide. Lovergene racing after it. Gets on it. Flips one towards the goal. Look out. That got through. It may have been deflected on the way there. Skanga holds his post and gets the whistle. Both teams making changes here. Stivum, Orme, and Schwab off the ice for Longwood. Atkins. D to D, look out, read perfectly, and back the other way, Sabarzo. Can Atkins catch him? Sabarzo missed the net. Best look of the night for Longwood. Weir looking D to D. Miscommunication there with Allen. Lovergene trying to blow by Allen, and does. Collins to the net, centering pass blocked off. Russo reaching for it, couldn't get to it. Things opening up just a little bit here. Down low, Collins lets one go. Skanga kept it out. Clear to the line, Fussa hopped his stick, stays in, but Sabarzo all over him. Final 90 seconds of the second. Reversed around, Russo coming to get it. Pass to the line, blocked off. It still ends up with Atkins. Oh, lets one go. Blocked in front by Allen. Fussa down the wall. Collins on it. Collins trying to center. Russo reaching for it. Gets to it. Turns, flips one towards the net. And a try from Lovergene. Stop. Puck still available for a moment before Skanga able to get the glove on it with 1:03 left. So Longwood team that sits 5 points behind East Islip for 5th place, trying to close the gap. Gonna need a big time comeback to do it here as Rodriguez shot blocker down, up in the air, swept away. They are winless in their last 4 as well. Trying to get back in the win column. 0-3-1 in that span. Brace around the net. 2 games ago was the 5-5 tie against East Islip, as both teams got a point in that one back on January 19th. Flipped out here in the final minute, final 30 seconds now. As now it's Corderaro on the dump-in. Back on it, Rodriguez. Just trying to kill the remainder of the clock here. Now it's Bustamante. Brace with him. Cohen gets to it with 10. Flips it towards Corderaro. It looks like Longwood's going to run out of time here in the second period. Only 1 goal in that frame, and it belonged to Sachem. Camden Collins on the board as the Braves lead 5-0 after 2. Third period coming up next as Sachem looks to lock down win number 15 on LISN. Back for period number 3 on LISN. It's a 5-0 lead for Sachem as they come back here to start the third, looking for more. Covered by Colton Skanga. Brady Campbell with you here tonight. As Sachem 14-0, looking to climb up to 15-0. Of course, sitting pretty in first place here in the developmental division. Longwood trying to maintain their push towards the playoffs. Not off to a great start here tonight as Zoop centers. Oh, what a save by Skangas. That one was fluttering in the air. Finnemore with the opportunity, and Skanga snatched it right out of midair as we take another look. Looks like Skanga got a piece of the pass and then just able to reach back and get a glove on it. Off the face-off, it's taken away by the Lions, and they'll look to reset. Dump in from the right side of the red line. Flipped up the wall. Allen's going to have to drop back here as Beltram, full head of steam. But a great stick by Allen. Zoob. It's bumped into that time by Schwab. Ryan up to Zoob. Zoob with 2 goals on the night. To the circle, tried to center. Puck bouncing around, it's Beltram. Lets one go, missed high. Zoob out to Ryan. Ryan, fluttering puck. Finnemore went for the one-timers up in the air. He chomps it down to Beltram, who was stopped by Skanga. Zoob on it. Plays it around, gets to it, chops it up the boards, coming down to get it. Bessendorfer, Zoob, up the wall. Bessendorfer goes down, Longwood will clear. A Lions team that gets about a 5 days rest before a game coming up next week as Beltram in all alone, glove save by Skanga. Not a great line change there by Longwood, and their goaltender bails him out with the big glove save. As Beltram just takes a look at the bench and realizes he has all the time in the world here, but what a stop. Colton Skanga, a couple highlight reel saves here, doing all he can. Longwood, next game up on the 7th, 6:30 p.m. puck drop against Connetquot Sayville Gold. Finally trying to get back in the win column, running out of time here tonight. Russo will keep it deep. Hammered around the boards, past Atkins and out. Sachem's next game on the 9th, 6:40 p.m. puck drop against Northport Huntington Gold. Atkins ahead for Russo. Veraldi lost it. Atkins nearly gave it away. Russo trying to clear the zone, centering past McLaughlin, couldn't quite settle it. Would have had a look in the slot there. Lovergene trying to sweep it out, comes back to him, and he flips it back towards the Longwood blue line. Now it's Veraldi. This is Atkins, look out, steal, and Sabarzo moving in, and he missed high. 2 partial breakaways tonight for Sabarzo, and neither ended up as shot on goal. Weir towards the net, kicked away. Spolina held it in for a moment, but now Lovergene chips it ahead, catching back up to it. Mason Lovergene has 2 teammates to his left, backhand pass, and to make it their second try does, and the shot stopped and held by Skanga. 11:32 left here in the 3rd period. Colton Skanga putting on a show here early on in the frame. .11:32 left here in the 3rd. Back to McCarthy. His shot stopped. Backhanded out. Here's Corderaro. Corderaro. Rodriguez with the steal. Down the ice it goes, past Allen. Skanga out of his net, thinks about playing it, but it slows up and Allen gets to it. It's cleared ahead. Rodriguez has to hustle back to get in front of Corderaro, and does, but Corderaro took the puck. Now it's Cohen. Cohen on the cutback. Tie up there in the corner for a while. Centered out to Corderaro, chopped it wide. Now it's McCarthy. Brace is offside. Sachem will have to touch back the other way. Eddie Brace to the circle. His shot blocked. Trying to get back on it here. Tie up and Cohen gets to it. Brent Cohen ahead to Corderaro. Working on McCarthy. Wouldn't let him through. Cohen chops it ahead. McCarthy working for it. Gets it back out. Now it's Allen. Puts it in deeper. Rodriguez will get back to it. Patrick Rodriguez. Under pressure from Cohen. Up the wall. It hit Ayani. He tries to find it. Brace over skated. Held in by Corderaro. Puck pops off to the near side. Cohen whacking at it. Working on Rodriguez. Comes back to the line. Allen holds it in. 9 minutes left. Here's Cohen. Dangles through a couple times and then leaves it off for Corderaro. Shot hit the apron. Now Max Corderaro centers it right through the slot. Scarangella fumbled it and it comes back out. Pretty good shift there for Longwood, but not a whole lot towards the net. Sachem gets away with that line shift. That shift was probably giving the coaching staff a heart attack there, as I couldn't even quite count how many players were out on the ice. Here's Zub. Refs say play on though. It's Beltran. Takes a shoulder that time, and Finnemore whacking at it. It trickles in on goal where it's covered by Skanga. 8:03, all that's left in this one. Reminder, coming up next, coming up very soon on the South Rink, the start of the varsity quarterfinals. 1 seed Smithtown Hauppauge against 8 seed Middle Country, and then following that game over on the South Rink will be Sachem varsity team against Kings Park Comac, 3 versus 6. Coming up next on the North Rink, we got 2 versus 7. St. Anthony's defending their title run tonight against Connecticut. Beltram shot glove down, and then the final game of the night here on the North Rink will be the 4 and 5 seeds, East Islip and Northport Huntington. Should be a fun night of hockey here tonight at the rinks, as we're kicking things off here on the North Rink with the Sachem Braves of the Developmental Division looking to improve to 15-0 as Skanga makes another glove save. That glove has been very busy here tonight. Zub right off the face-off, takes it himself, but he rang the bar. What a look that was for Jackson Zub. He already scored 1 goal in that same fashion. Put it right under the bar. That time it stayed out. Beltran, 3-on-2. Cuts to the circle. Zub in front. The pass wouldn't get through. Halfway through the 3rd period, another try, blocked off. Finnemore turns and shoots, blocked by Orme. Comes right back to Finnemore. Puck wouldn't come with him. Here's Beltram. Centers it. That hit Orme. Goes cross corner. Zub puts it around Orme. Now cuts towards the slot. Jackson Zub missed. I'm not sure Skanga saw that. Traffic in front. Now Ryan. Stitham gave it away in the slot. Finnemore on goal. Big save, Skanga. Stitham wraps it around. Zub, the first one on it. Working on Orme. Cuts back. Out to the line. D-to-D pass. Liam Ryan now. Ryan holds. Wrist stirred through traffic. Finds the back of the net. Clark Beltran was in front looking for the redirection. I'm not sure if he got it. And it snuck through Skanga. 6-0 lead for Sachem. See who they credit that goal to. It looks like it is Liam Ryan's goal. And that's his 3rd of the season to all but put this on the way for the Braves. Just about 6 minutes remaining here in the 3rd. And Collins looking for another great recovery that time by Longwood, specifically Max Ware. Lovergy brings it back in, just backhands one to the corner. McLaughlin, first one on it for Longwood, up the boards. Atkins, though, will hold it in. Skate to stick, and then gave it away, and it's chopped back out. Atkins looking to do it himself, ran into some trouble, and here comes Cam Collins. Chipped it around Weir, taken into the boards. Scarangella up the wall here. Now McLaughlin trying to get through Atkins, could not. Back in Longwood, a shot, look out. Funny deflection off of Fussa. Missed the net though, as it had Amarada going one way. A backhand try off the outside of the net. Longwood just trying to get on the board here. Russo just able to get it out. Collins as Lovergene stood up. Scarangella. Collins on the partial breakaway. Stopped by Skanga with just under 5 minutes remaining. Another look there as Lovergene, almost like a pick play there, able to free up his teammate. He felt the defenders hustling back though and put it right into the chest of Skanga. 4:53 remaining. This is Corderaro. Trying to dangle through, gave it up. Now Corderaro, as Max lost it, Julian will flip it behind the net. Cohen up the boards from the half wall. Brent Cohen towards the net, sticked away by Amarada. Tie up there in the far corner. Cohen came away with it, but passed it right off the apron, and now back the other way comes Sachem. Rodriguez. Patrick Rodriguez turns, spins a backhander towards the slot, pops out to brace. His shot blocked down by Orme and cleared away to the circle, but Rodriguez was there waiting for it. His backhand try blocked off to the corner. Orme to the line and fished out. Ayani back on it, under pressure from Julian Corderaro. Now Cohen right back in. Brent Cohen trying to dance through, down to his knees. Got a pass towards the net. Ayani with the block. And that looks to be a hand pass, or we might have a penalty. Looked like Corderaro was down and just used his hand to push it ahead to a teammate, but instead we got a roughing call as well against Max Corderaro, and so just 3:38 left. Sachem will have a power play. Send out Beltram, Zub, Finnemore, Bessendorfer, and Ryan. And Zub wins it cleanly back to Ryan. Shot on a couple sticks there in the way, but a save made by Skanga. Bessendorfer comes right to the near side. Beltram on it. Stumbling down, stays upright though, and then throws one from a tough angle off the outside of the post. Cohen goes down, and we will get a late penalty call there from the official, and the tripping call upcoming. We'll go to 4 aside for 1:36. And Jackson Zub gonna sit. .313 left. New defensive pairing out there. It'll be Weir and Spallina. Beltran trying to start ahead with it. Instead it's Stitham back in. Lost the handle though. Finnemore will poke it out. And now it comes to Lucas Finnemore reaching for it. Couldn't quite settle it down. Right back in. Trying to pull the trigger. Unable to do so was Schwab. And then he collided into Bessendorfer. And both those players went down. Here's Schwab again. Schwab just offside as Finnemore was a stride ahead of the play. Got a minute 1 left until Corderaro returns. It'll be a little under a half minute of power play time for Longwood as they try and break the shutout. Here's Fussa on to Collins. And Lions clear. Schwab nearly snuck his way behind the defense. Atkins, though, got a stick on the pass. And Atkins with some room. Walks in, shoots, glove save by Skanga. Atkins scored the 3rd goal tonight for the Braves. .216 remaining. Collins to the forehand, flips it right through the low slot area. Here's Lovergene. Out high, Atkins has plenty of time to walk in here. Picks a spot, but Sabarzo got in front of it and got the block. And now Lovergene down behind the play as Cohen brings it ahead. Longwood pressing. Cohen trying to find it. Has his stick tied up and went to shoot it. And the stick got checked again. Atkins trying to pull away. Takes a tumble. Spallina couldn't get it deep. 25-second power play here for Longwood. Minute 30 left in the game. Here's Atkins from the circle on goal. Skanga, one last stop and freeze of the puck. Minute 21 left. This loss is going to drop Longwood to 3-12-1. They'll remain still 5 points back of East Islip for 5th, but only got a few more games left here in the developmental. For Sachem, meanwhile, they will improve to 15-0-0 as they continue to try and run away with the regular season portion, at least, of the developmental division here in 25-26. This is offside. For the time being, they will move to 11 points ahead of West Islip Gold for first place. We're back to 5 aside here. Just 1 minute left in the 3rd. Corderaro closed off by Ayani. Ayani reaching for it. It's Allen just getting back to his feet. And Ayani collide, and Ayani goes down. Corderaro cross ice. Back in Scarangella. Final half minute. Cohen to the circle. Trying to get the Lions on the board. Sweeps it right through the slot. McCarthy got a stick on it. Gets there along with Corderaro. We'll get it back out. Final 10 seconds. Held in by Max Corderaro. Brace is just going to brace himself as he gets drilled by 3 Lions. We get a whistle with 1 second left. And Scarangella is going to go not to the box, to the locker room. Sachem may have a power play for just the 1 second. We'll see. Nope, they'll run out the clock. And that makes it official, a shutout for Santino Amarata as the Sachem Braves improve to 15-0 on the season. And careful there in the celebration. Mini dogpile there for the Braves as they turn their attention to Northport Huntington next. Longwood drops to 3-12-1. They'll have Connecticut-Sayville in about a week's time themselves. So Sachem gets it done. Coming up next, reminder in just a little bit, varsity quarterfinal hockey between the St. Anthony's Friars and the Connecticut-Sayville Thunderbirds. But thank you so much for tuning in to this one. For everyone here at LISN, Paul Trentini, Gabe Takuri, Kevin Broderick, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score, the Sachem Braves 6 and the Longwood Lions 0. You've been tuned in to Developmental Hockey for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network.